Hello friends, today we are going to take a course of B2B marketing and we'll discuss a very basics aspects of B2B marketing itself. And first let us understand what is going to be the learning objectives. So the first learning objective of today's lecture is going to be different B2B marketing names, because we know it by different names. So let us just figure it out. What are the different names by which we call B2B marketing to? And then we'll talk about what is the definition of the B2B marketing. And then we'll talk about the chain of derived demand, how it is related to the B2B marketing and how it is important for a B2B marketer itself. And then we'll talk about who should study. So for whom this paper is relevant, which particular domain of students actually study the B2B marketing. Is it only for a marketing student, or is it something that the finance or HR student also should look for? So what are the different names actually related to the B2B marketing itself? The first is B2B marketing itself. So we simply call it business to business marketing. We also call it industrial marketing, which is very prominently known in the marketplace. We simply call it industrial marketing. That means a marketing between two industries or two companies. This is what they refer to as a industrial marketing itself. We also call it enterprise marketing. We also call it corporate marketing. We also do talk about the professional marketing, right? We also call it commercial marketing, right? And then we also call it trade marketing and organizational marketing. So these are the various names given to the B2B marketing itself. We also call it institutional marketing. So it's basically a business to business marketing when two business institutions or two business enterprises are interacting with each other. We simply refer to as a B2B marketing itself. We are simply calling it business to business marketing. Let us look at the definition, what it says. So business markets are firms, institutions, or the governments. So I'm taking three names here: the firms, institutions, and the governments that acquire products and services either for their own use, so whether they are going to use it to incorporate into the products, or they are going to use it as an input, or that means the incorporation of that input into their final products or services they produce. So whether it is an educational institution, whether it is a government, let's assume the Indian Railways. Now Indian Railways take a lot of input from many companies, and they use it to manufacture the coaches, they used to manufacture electronic devices, all such things. So again, that is the B2B marketing itself, for resale along with the other products and services to the other firms or the institution or the government. So I'm taking three names on one hand, that is firms, institution, and the government. On the other hand, there are firms, institution, and the governments when the selling is happening between two institutions. Likewise, so let's say for example, a firm is selling something to the institution, or institution is selling something to other firms or to the government. That's what we are referring here as a B2B marketing itself. The three things are important here for us to know. One is whether they are going to use it for themselves, those who are taking it up, or they are going to incorporate it into their final products. That means they are using it as an input. Or the third one is they are selling something along with the other product itself, right? What they are selling into. Now, let us just talk about the chain of derived demand. What do we actually mean by the derived demand? So basically, let's take, I'll take the example of this slide later, but let us understand. When we say the economy is growing, and when we say that there is a demand in the rural India in terms of housing, let's say for example, the another point that we are making right now is that we are saying that, look, there is a demand in housing in rural or the urban India. At the same time, we are also saying there is a huge demand of the cement, of the steel is also going to happen in the rural and the urban India itself. Likewise, because these are the derived demand, deriving from the demand of the housing requirements, whether it is urban or the poor, and then the demand is also happening in terms of cement and steel, which is required in that particular, from that particular industry itself. Look at the example that we have taken here. Let's assume the per capita income or the disposable income of consumers is rising in a particular economy. Let's assume there is a finished goods requirement. Let's say for in this case we have taken shirt as an example. So that if the requirement of the shirt is going to increase, now please do understand all the preceding inputs that we have just listed down here, whether the demand for distribution channels, whether the demand for tailoring, whether the demand for weaving, spinning, the demand of the cotton, that will again go rise to that level, and then ultimately it will contribute to making a lot of shirts in the economy itself. So the purpose of this particular slide is we must understand that every limb that we have connected from each other is again part of the B2B business itself. Let's assume one particular firm is the growing cotton only. So they are procuring cotton, they're further spinning it, then weaving part is there, then tailoring part is there, distribution part is there. At times these functions are performed by one firm, and at times these functions are performed by different other firms other than the firm which has actually procured a cotton itself. So we need to understand that every limb that we are able to connect in this particular slide, that is again demonstrating a B2B market itself. Then let us understand who is to study. So basically the moment we call it marketing and the term marketing is attached to any particular thing, we simply say it's only for marketing students. But let us understand, is it only for a marketing student? So the point here is channel marketing students. So those who are going to be in retail, let's assume you're a sales representative of Dabur, or you are a channel partner, or maybe you have to convey the retailers, you have to go to distributors, you have to go to dealers. All the channel marketing part will be done by B2B marketing itself. Investment bankers, so those who are selling the mutual funds, those who are going for industrial selling, those who are going for e-commerce platforms. So let's assume those who are working in Amazon. There are a lot many retailers who are attached with the Amazon itself. So what kind of a selling it is? So the platform is being used on Amazon, but again the retailer is selling their products via Amazon to the final retailers itself. Again, the point of attachment between the retailer, those who are selling their products over the Amazon platform, and the Amazon being providing them that sort of a service. So invoice that is being generated between this retailer and Amazon is a B2B market itself. Obviously, the moment you are selling the products to the final consumer, that is obviously a consumer where it is involved. But the point is, the moment the dealing between Amazon and this retailer will be coming under the this B2B market itself. Then the digital marketing, again it's a big business these days. A lot many companies do approach the digital marketers, and they actually take a lot of services from them. Services marketing itself. So if you talk about industrial banking, if you talk about you are selling the banking products to a lot many institutions, selling insurance to a lot many institutions itself. So again, all such things that we talk about, that will come under the B2B marketing only. So because many a times software selling, let's assume you're working for a TCS, you're working for Wipro or Infosys. So the moment any particular client comes to you, they are actually a business-to-business transaction itself. The moment we talk about any sort of consulting services, so again that particular company will come to you and they will actually elucidate the problem that they are facing, and you will actually send them a team, maybe a team of 4 or 5 members over there, and they will go there, they'll study their problem, and they will advise you accordingly. Again, this is a B2B market itself. So please don't misconceptualize. At times people do conceptualize in this way that B2B marketing is only for specific marketing students. So because every sort of whether you are a finance student, whether you are a HR student, so the moment, let's assume you're working in People Strong. Now, the moment you have to sell that particular software to a lot many companies, so again, marketing and this sort of a transaction which will be happening between you selling the People Strong to the company where you are selling, again it will be a B2B transaction itself. Obviously, it's a domain of a marketing, But a lot many people, whether you are in finance domain or in HR domain, or you're selling services, again that will come under the B2B marketing itself. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much.